All right, welcome everyone to another episode of AI Voices. If you're new here, so welcome. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to talk about NotebookLM. I know there has been a lot of videos and people talking about NotebookLM, and we're not going to go through everything that is possible to do with it, but I do want to talk about the new feature, which is basically a video that you can generate. So we do know from the past that there was the option to do podcasts and chat with your documents and with your sources, and now they added also a video. So I would like to check it out with you. It's the second time. I did one video about it in Hebrew, and this will be the second time that we're going to try it. So first of all, when we go into NotebookLM, this is the first thing that you will see that will pop up. You basically can add here any sources, just like we know. And what one of the sources, what I'm going to add, upload here is a file. I have many different articles that I gather and collect, and I don't have so much time to read all of them. So I want to see if this could maybe help me go through all this information in a easier, faster way, and also seeing something, in front of my eyes could help with getting that information in. So let's see how it works. So if you're new to this and you never used NotebookLM, this is how it looks. You can upload files, upload sources from your computer. You can do Google Drive. You can do links from website or YouTube, or you can just paste in text. We're going to upload a file, and basically I'm going to click here. Okay, so here I have my many different articles that I gather, and I read them once in a while. And here there's an article that's called Future of Jobs Report. It's a report from 2025 about the future of jobs and how AI will basically affect our jobs later on. So it's a very interesting report. Just to understand, this report is about 290 pages. Okay, so to read this report from the World Economic Forum from January of 2025, 290 pages would take quite some time. So now it's going to upload here. Let's see if it's able to. Yeah, okay, so it's already uploaded the 290 pages. You see it's less than a minute. It gives us an overview of what it's talking about. Of course, I can chat here with it, and here is the place where it's the most interesting. They changed a little bit how it looks, but basically it's all very similar. We have here the report, so I can ask for a briefing doc, a study guide, FAQ, or timeline. I have here a mind map, so I can generate a mind map. And if we go here, I can also do a briefing doc and let's say a study guide and FAQ. And of course, it's going to generate all these. This is everything that we also had before. I can come here to the audio overview and I can customize. So they changed it a little bit, and they added here an option to choose the length, shorter, default, or longer, and give some customization. So these are features that we already had, but they just made the interface a little bit different. And we can, of course, click here and generate the audio as well. And I'm going to click here because it takes, from what I saw previously, it takes about 10 minutes. So I'm going to generate it already. And then we're going to look also to see what we have inside. So you see all this is happening simultaneously. Some of them are already finished, so I can look here into the comprehensive study guide. I can add it as a source. I can do that also with the others and add all the sources that I want for this notebook. And I can also customize here. So if I do the three dots on the side, instead of generating right away, I can come here and I could answer the question, what should the AI host focus on? And add here anything that I want basically to guide the AI host. Now, the AI host in the video overview is a little bit different, and it's only one voice. It's not two people talking, at least not from the generation that I did. We'll see if it gives us anything different this time around, but I don't think so. And basically, the video will be generated, and it will take about 10 minutes. So I'm going to wait for it to finish and come back to you with the result, and we'll talk about how it looks and what it shows us, and we'll take it from there. All right, so it's done. It took a little bit more than 10 minutes, about 12 minutes this time. And let's see. So we have here, we can see it. And if we go on the three dots, we can download it, which I will do right now, just in case to upload it later to you guys on the video so you can see the whole thing at the end. I can rename it, I can share it, and I can delete it, and I can click on it and go into the video itself. And in the video, we also have full screen. So let's see what we got. So we got here NotebookLM, the future of jobs, what to expect by 2030.
Welcome to The Explainer. The world of work, it's changing, and it's changing fast. So today, we're going to dig into the World Economic Forum's huge Future of Jobs report to give you a clear map of what's coming.
I mean, the pace of change right now is just accelerating. And this report, it's not just some theory. No, this is all data. based on what hundreds of the world's biggest companies are actually planning to do. So, what's really on the horizon? Okay, so to get where we're going, we first have to understand what's pushing us there, right? And the report breaks it down into 5 huge trends. These are the forces that are basically redesigning the entire world of work as we speak. All right, first up, and this one's no surprise, is technology. It's obviously a huge category, but there's one thing that just towers above everything else as the #1 driver of change, and that's the adoption of AI. And look at this number. The consensus here is just staggering. We're talking 86% of companies surveyed expect to bring in AI and big data. That makes it, without a doubt, the single biggest force shaping what's coming. Next up, we've got economic pressure. Things like inflation and a sluggish economy. They're not just headlines. They are directly forcing businesses to rethink everything, how they operate, and crucially, who they employ. In fact, get this. Half of all the companies in the survey said these exact economic pressures are a major reason they have to transform their business. That puts it right behind AI as the most influential trend out there. Force number 3 is the green transition. And we're not just talking about environmental policy here. This is a massive economic shift that's literally creating brand new industries and whole new types of jobs. And here's where you can really see policy creating jobs. Almost half, 47% of businesses say that their investments in sustainability are going to be a key driver of change for them. This is what's fueling the demand for new green skills and roles. And finally, the last 2 forces are kind of tangled together. We've got shifting demographics, think aging populations, and on the other hand, rising global tensions. Both of these are putting their own unique pressures on the job market, especially for jobs in things like risk management and talent strategy. So, okay, we've got these massive forces all swirling around. What does that actually mean for jobs in the real world? Well, we're heading into what the report calls the Great Reshuffle. This is the big one, the headline number. By 2030, we're looking at nearly 1 in 4 of today's jobs being disrupted. Now, the report does project that 170 million new roles will pop up, but it also says 92 million will disappear. That is a huge amount of churn. And if you look at this table, the pattern is just crystal clear, isn't it? The jobs that are growing the fastest are all about tech: big data specialists, AI and machine learning experts, software developers. And the ones declining the fastest, they're those routine, clerical jobs, things that can be automated pretty easily. But, and this is where it gets really interesting, when you look at which jobs will grow by the largest number of people, the story flips. It's not all high-tech. The biggest growth in sheer volume is expected in really foundational roles: farm workers, truck drivers, construction workers, and salespeople. So, okay, knowing which jobs are growing, that's only half the story. What skills are you actually going to need to succeed in this new world? Let's dive into the new toolkit you'll need. This really shows you how fast things are moving. Employers think that in just the next few years, almost 40% of a worker's core skills are going to need an update. So, yeah, the whole idea of lifelong learning, it's not just a buzzword anymore, it's officially here. So what's valuable now? Well, the skills that are on the rise are this really interesting mix. You've got the hard tech skills like AI and big data, but you've also got these deeply human abilities like creative thinking and being resilient and agile. And what's on the decline? Basic stuff like reading and math and manual dexterity. The kinds of things technology is getting really good at handling for us. Okay, so with all this change and all this disruption, what's the one thing that's holding businesses back from making this transformation happen? Well, the report asked them that exact question, and the answer was pretty overwhelming. A clear majority, we're talking 63% of companies, said their #1 obstacle is the same thing: skills gaps. That's it. The biggest problem we're facing isn't going to be a shortage of jobs. It's going to be a shortage of people who have the right skills to actually do those jobs. All right, so we've laid out the challenges, right? The big forces, the job churn, this huge skills gap. So how do we actually prepare for all this? The report gives us a pretty clear look at the path forward. And the need for training is
Well, urgent. Just look at these numbers. For every 100 workers out there, companies predict that nearly 60 of them are going to need some kind of retraining. Now, most will get upskilled or move to a new role, but here's the really worrying part. 11 of those 100 people are at risk of being left behind entirely, with no new training at all. This all leads to a really fundamental choice in how we decide to use all this new technology. Are we going to focus on automation, where technology just replaces human tasks? Or are we going to focus on augmentation, where it actually enhances what humans can do? That one decision right there is going to shape everything about the future of work. And this really brings us to the core message of the entire report. The future of work, it isn't set in stone. It's not something that just happens to us. It's the choices being made right now by leaders, by governments, and yeah, by each one of us that are going to build whatever comes next. So, we'll leave you with this thought. The map is pretty much laid out for us. The trends are clear, we know which skills are needed. The only question left, really, is a personal one. What's the one skill you are going to start building today to get ready for your future?
Okay, so as you saw, the video that is generated is about almost 7 minutes, and it gives us an overview about this report. The information is very nice. It helps us to really catch up, and I think it's much faster than if I would have to read 290 pages of this report. Um, a few remarks in my opinion. First of all, this is not really a video overview like they mentioned. I mean, there is a video, but the video is basically a presentation. It's like a slideshow that basically goes from one slide to the other. It's still very, very impressive that it was able to do all of this in just a little bit over 10 minutes. And it also gives us a way to learn in an interactive way. And it could give us an option to provide information or send information in a better way if it's a presentation about a new product or a presentation about a new system or a new course or a SaaS product. Whatever it is that we're trying to use this for, this could be very interesting because it could reshape the way that we present stuff, that once that we can also do this kind of a slideshow that shows, instead of going in and building a whole slideshow and going and presenting it, we can basically go in and kind of share with someone this idea that we have with this video and a voiceover and everything, and it looks very good. It looks quite impressive. But of course, like I said, it's a presentation and it's not a video per se. But still, this is a very, very big leap forward. And I have to say that, especially with Google, lately in the last few months, or even more than that, I think at least 6 months since they started with NotebookLM, they have been on a crazy roll of providing and taking out very interesting tools. We're going to talk about a few of them in the future episodes because I'm checking some of the things out and seeing what is good, what is not, how it works. But they have released another set of tools and updates and new stuff, and they're just doing it very nicely, not with too much noise or big demonstrations or conferences. It's just released and then you hear about it. So I actually like that about the way that Google is doing stuff this time around compared to the beginning of the whole hype in the AI and last year, where they always came with this like big promises and then we didn't get it, it didn't work or whatever. But now it looks different. So yeah, I would recommend for you guys to go out, try it out. It's NotebookLM. You can try it out for free, and let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think about this new video overview. And that's it, a short one for today. If you like this channel and the information, please subscribe and hit the like button, and see you in the next one.